up, coomer. Don't even try to deny it, because if you're a Final Fantasy XIV player, that means you're one of us, baby. And boy, are we down bad abominable. I mean, we ruin everything we touch. Can't get a cute new feature for a beloved character without everyone trying to cuck her husband. The wholesome to graphic fan art ratio is shockingly equal. And God forbid you're interested in what kind of mods people make for this game. Because if you take just one look, your eyes and heart will never be the same. Absolutely nothing is sacred in your minds. Cute catgirl character? Yes, of course we shrimp. But old grandma character with a scoliosis spine? Whoa! What an absolute gilf! Am I right? Final Fantasy XIV players know where they draw the line, and it's right in the middle of fucking nowhere. Nothing is off limits to you. Big dragon? Damn, I hope he vores me. Alright? Hey, do you have scales down there? Disgusting, I tell you. I can't even imagine being that lewd. But it got me thinking, why is that? Why are we so much worse than other phantoms out there? Compare us to WoW. Man, are these racists dry. I'd rather pull up an incognito tab of a stale piece of bread than whatever this is. But at least WoW players have standards. These coomerless races, it's a war strategy. A pro gamer move. It's so they can filter out any potential Final Fantasy XIV players and send them down the line. After all, they don't want a player base full of people who have to play one-handed. They value function over form. Whereas literally every single 14 race was created under this one rule. Make it appeal to some kind of coomer out there in the world. And God did they succeed. And no, there are no exceptions. Do not try to use male row as a counterexample. I've had several people personally tell me that they receive lewd tells as a male row. These tells are definitely real and not at all made up, by the way. Even Hrothgar are furry bait, and Lalafels are for the game itself wants coomers. It invites these people in. I made an entire video about how the developers themselves are lost in coomer sauce, but we managed to go even beyond that. Why? The absolute fuck did you show Asmongold about ERP in this game? Is nothing sacred to you? You wanted to show that innocent little man how you write loot shit for virtual currency? I mean, kinda based, but you can't just go sharing our degeneracy willy-nilly. Asmon-chan is innocent, pure. Look at that beard. The only secrets it holds is the secret to peace and happiness. Fuck. How dare you corrupt his mind like this? You should have known he would do it too, because he's a React Andy that loves YouTube money. In the animal kingdom, we call this symbiosis. But I know for a fact that you're all parasites spreading your degenerate disease far and wide. The question becomes, how do I fix you? How can I save you from this disease? And I know you're probably saying, Lucy, if anyone in the 14 community is gonna purge this sickness, it's sure as shit not gonna be you. And in return I say, touche, my friend, but I'm an anime girl with the main character of an idle anime syndrome, so guess who's gonna try? So I've decided to start a Final Fantasy XIV coomer rehab. Don't worry, I thought it over, and despite my own nature, I'm definitely the best pick for the job, and I will prove it to you right now. Welcome to rehab. As you may know, the first step is admitting you have a problem. Common sense might lead you to think, there's nothing wrong with me. It's okay to be a degenerate. I don't bother other people with it. And this thought process is correct. But where's the fun, the drama, the character development in that? Be honest with yourself. You're watching a Lucy Pyre video. Would a normal person do that? Of course not. Only alphas and chads watch my content, and it's time to beta ourselves down to fit better into society. Now, let's get started. The #1 cure. It works 99% of the time, most of the time. Just go join a random party finder group for any extreme or savage content. Bonus points if it says no salt or clear for a friend. Oh, you'll never want sex again after one of those. 2. You can run the vault to purge that sickness, you filthy rat. Keep doing this until you no longer know what Rule 34 means or you uninstall the game. Either way, I will have won. 3. Invest in a modest glamour. For example, if you're a tank, it's harder to shrimp for your catgirl if she's decked out in full armor. But you know, it does make you curious about what could be hiding underneath all of that. Wait, fuck, scratch this one, never mind. 4. Don't do the main story quest. Just a general recommendation because it'll force you to meet this, and this. And these too, if that's your preference. I just realized it's really counterproductive for me to show you pictures of the characters. That's almost just as bad as Anyway, if you've already cleared the story, there's no other choice. You'll have to resort to number 5, the final step, the ultimate solution. This is where we pull out the big guns, but it's the most foolproof plan so far. I've made you the strongest resource known to mankind, and it's called the Yoshi P Wallpaper of Shame. It's easy to use. The design is very human. I've made it just for you, and it's freely available on Twitter, my child. What did I tell you? I would do anything to cure you of this illness. Just make this your wallpaper, and every time you have a thought that would make Crystal Mommy sad, look into his disapproving fatherly gaze. He is disappointed in you, disappointed in us all. You can practically see the regret in every wrinkle on his face. Wait, what do you mean he kind of looks like a baddie daddy? I mean, you're completely right, but for fuck's sake, have you been listening at all? I give up. I give up on the 14 community. You're all filthy degenerates, living and dying by the coon. How can you put up with yourself? Forget Yoshi. I'm disappointed in you. I mean, if you're gonna call him a daddy, you can't just not mention Soken like that. All coomers bless this land. To us some cringe bestow. City of perversion. Water and lube below. Cat girls are turning red. ERP gale is blown. 4K to pleasure men. GO the shout chat news. And when we meet our match, to tells we gladly go. Our backs are yours to bend. To house heaven's no go. Under coomer sky, with our mods we put on a show. Voices getting high, wide upon our backs that's slimy. When day beckons night, down to limbs of taking it slow. Cooming hand in hand, FC drama will follow. Stroke the romance flame, brighter burn, dance for the paycheck. May passion catch up, red, gold, spark, rise. 3 inches, may we, our peel gill can buy. Never see cool rivers run dry. May we find cat girls after life. For this we pray, we pray, we pray, we pray. Yoshi said.